Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. First, my apologies for promising you guys that I would have a video done. You haven't seen me since last Sunday, which, oh, you know what, this is the wrong one. I'm working here while I'm doing this, and I'll get to this in a second. But last Sunday, I did a quick video on some pockets that I had done for the Olivia Journal. And then I said that I was going to try to get a video up by Wednesday, if not Wednesday by the weekend. Well, that was Sunday night. I had just come home from my conference and visiting family at the end of the week before. And when I woke up on Monday morning, I had a sore throat. And it ended up that I had a sinus infection, and I completely lost my voice. This is what's my voice coming back. So, I mean, I couldn't do a video because I couldn't speak at all. You would never have heard me. And my sister said, just, go on and write little signs or something. Excuse me. But I opted not for that option. So anyway, what I'm doing here today is just a quick little project. I'm gonna need to get it done tonight. I'll probably do this in two videos. But it was a little it was actually an Instagram collaboration from Rach and Bella. And I was on for the 15th of April, and that's tomorrow. So obviously I have not been feeling well, and I have been going into work because, I was off for a week, so I had to go into work because things were happening. And by the time I got home at night, I was just exhausted from trying to speak and, push my words out when I was getting so little air. And so anyway, I kind of took a little bit more time than I would have liked to get back down here, but I had no choice. I have to get this done for tomorrow, so I needed to be down here tonight. So what I'm doing is I'm just making a little kind of trifold journal, something that fits well into a purse or a pocket. And I'm using some of Rach and Bella's papers. It was a botanical paper that they had in blue, and you've heard me say before that I don't have a lot of blue, so I just don't do a lot of blue. So this was kind of a little bit of a challenge for me. So I was hemming and hawing and trying to think about it all week, and started looking through some of my other blue things that I had, and decided that I was going to mix some things. And the hashtag, I believe she has a challenge going on YouTube as well. And the hashtag is Let's Do Botanicals. So though there is some botanical feel in her kit, it has a lot of feminine, kind of frilly, flowery kind of things that I think. So I pulled some other kits out. I pulled out some stuff. This is from MyPorchPrints, and it's one of her wildflower botanicals or something like that. So I pulled that out. And this paper that I'm using on the outside, let me grab this because I have to cut this one out. This is from Graphics Fairy, and it's from the Graphics Fairy Premium Kit. It's a subscription, and it's from their Forget Me Not. And I'm also using my Chapter One Forget Me Not as well, and coupling some of those things with with Rach and Bella's Botanical that we're using today. So what I'm doing, and I'm using file folder. That's what this is, as you can tell. I made this 7.5 by 4.5, so it's something that fits, you know, kind of nice in your hand. I'm just going to cut this out while we're talking. I originally was meaning it to be sort of like a field notebook, you know, something that you would take out and, you know, maybe gather some flowers in, or, you know, little specimens of things or whatever. And of course it keeps evolving, because I can't just make a plan and stick to it, it seems. And I'm gonna just claim that as creative process. Maybe one day I'll actually do something the way I plan it in my head before I get started. I don't know. That would be interesting. But anyway, so it's really, you know, I'm a diehard romantic, I guess, and I can't help but, you know, like the romance of things. So I'm just trying to get this to come off, and it doesn't want to. I broke my other knife, and I had this little sort of travel knife, and it's working, but I'd like to get something with a little bit more of a handle on it for my regular stuff. So, but it's working. So I think it's kind of coming out to be, I guess, so much of what we do when we create our journals truly really reflects us and our personalities. And I can't get away from the writing our thoughts, writing, you know, poetically, writing. I'm using gather twigs on this, and not too much. I just, you know, kind of want to, I'm trying to keep it kind of light and feminine looking, so I don't want to do a whole bunch. I just want to make sure that there's no, like, strange edges. So, you know, I just have this vision in my head that, you know, a lady in a white dress, you know, will take it down by the riverside and, you know, sit among the flowers and write about what she sees and how that makes her feel. And I've got some fuzzy edges here. I'm going to have to sort of file that off later. Actually, I'm not going to probably worry about it, because I'm going to put this together with fabric hinges, fabric spines, I should say. All right, so I'm going to put that one to the side. We got to get this one going. I'm going to really try to run through this stuff as quickly as I can. So I'm going to do this one over here. And I'm not going around. I don't want to do that. So what I'm actually going to do is just line it up and mark it. Here's my pencil. And just sort of go with this so that the folds will not be covered with paper. So anyway, excuse me, I'm hoping I don't lose my voice before this is over. Well, lose it more than I already have before this is over. So I've just kind of got that stuck in my head, you know, and I think I'll just do this way. There's just not enough blue on this corner, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this on this side. So it's just going to be something delicate, I'm hoping. I'm going to try to stay away from too much elaborate kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, knock my... There's so much stuff on this desk, and I knocked my glue over. I'm just going to stick this over here because I'm going to need that in a minute again. So let's go ahead and get this one on. So essentially what this is going to be is kind of a take on the, I think it was the Nature's Remedies that Artie Mays and Tracy Fox had put out a couple of summers ago. I think it was that one. And they had a little cutout for like a trifold notebook. And I used it in one of my, I made two 6x6 accordion folders, which was a different kind of accordion, not a thing that folded back and forth, but rather the spine was an accordion spine. And I had used it in one of those, the first one that I did with Nature's Remedy, and then I had done a dragonfly one, and did something similar using that idea, just using different papers. And I like the way it came out. I cut it apart and I put it together with the fabric strips, which is what I'm going to do here. And it was just a simple little notebook like this that you could kind of even just hold in your hand this way. It's just something tiny to fit in the little 6x6 accordion book that I had done with the Nature's Remedies. And that was back in, I guess it would have been the summer. Must have been earlier than in the summer because I moved in 2020. And yeah, so it had to be earlier, I guess, than that. So we're going to go ahead and do this one here. Not liking this pink. It came out just a little too pink on my printer. But that's okay, because that will get covered by the fabric, as I was looking at this. So anyway, I'm on antibiotics. By the way, I'll be taking them through next Tuesday. So anyway, but what I had done in that, and you can go back, and it's one of my earliest videos. So if you go back, it had to be 2020. I do believe, yeah, that was the year we moved up here to Buffalo. And yeah, so anyway, it was sometime, it must have been earlier than the summer, maybe May or something. I honestly can't remember. You know, you think you remember these things, but you don't. But anyway, what I did with them was like I said, I cut the 3 panels for the cover apart, and I hinged them with fabric. And my card, here it is. And then I'm just going to try to come over here a little bit, because I put one of these Teflon mats down that I told you that I had just gotten from Amazon. I had gotten 3 for under $6, and it works really well. The glue rubs off, as you can tell. If you saw that, the glue will rub off. However, when I use it to dye, I used it to dye some ribbon earlier, and it's not quite solid, and the water and the ink does seep through a little bit. So if you go and get these guys, know that if you're going to make them wet, that you have to really check underneath it and make sure you wipe up anything that might leak through. Anyway, so that was just a little by the way there. So anyway, so then what I did was I sewed 2 packs of paper into the side seams, so you had the 2 covers and then the flat middle, and then one flap would go this way and one flap went that way, and I sewed 2 packs of papers, 2 small signatures, into those seams. And so you actually kind of had 2 journals, one on each side. And like I said, it was just a small thing. So this one is, I'm obviously making this bigger, and but not really gigantic. I wanted it to be something that would fit comfortably into a person's hand, into a lady's hand, that she could wander down by the river in her pretty white dress and sit by the river and write about the things that she sees. And yeah, so that's my plan. I'm going to cut this off with the scissors. I got to find where it begins. Here we go. So I had it on a little crooked. Maybe not crooked, but I was over. Well, yeah, crooked. Okay. So I hope you're able to hear me and understand me. Talking on the phone this week has been interesting because nobody can hear me. Of course, I have more of a voice back now than I did before. Before I was barely a forced whisper. Couldn't raise my voice at all. It was just not fun. But this happens to me usually about once a year. Every now and then I skip a year. I skipped last year, which meant I was due. So last year I managed to make it okay. The previous winter of 2020-2021. And but of course we know that 21 to 22 this winter I did not fare so happily, having COVID in December and now this sinus infection. Let's see, am I a little over here as well? No, that's the edge of the guy here, the edge of the file folder. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know if I'll go back and distress this more or not. I'm not sure. But we shall see. So there's one. So this is what we have so far. This is going to be the center. This is going to be the cover, which is going to go this way. So, and then this will be put together here with a strip of fabric. And then when you open this, you'll open that again. And what I'm going to do in here is there's going to be pockets in here for tags, which I was inspired by a video I watched from Rose Hill Cottage or something like that. I'll get it right and put it in the description box below. And I was inspired by her, and actually I'm using the same kit that she was using because it was a blue kit that I had and it worked for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this next one, and then we're going to work on putting that together. And I'm going to decorate the front cover too. I'm not sure just how yet. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see what I want on this one. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and do this. All right, let me get that out of the way. Let me close this up. So that's about it as far as, you know, what I was trying to accomplish here to get this little piece done. I'm going to use, what I was dyeing earlier was some ribbon. I dyed some blue ribbon, which is drying. I'm trying to see. It's drying a little paler than I expected, but it might be okay. I thought it might be a little darker than that, but like I said, I really don't have a lot of blue, so I didn't have a lot of blue ribbon. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and do this side as well and just match it up. Not that you'll see much of it, but we will match it up. So I'll probably use maybe a little ribbon and some lace, a little bit, not an overabundance. I think I can, you know, I can't make promises. I can't, because you never know with me. But anyway, I do have the blue ribbon. I have some twine, some, you know, very thin, narrow twine that I can use. And I want it to look nature-y, but still feminine, kind of, you know, combining the two. So having the twine, having these kind of botanicals in them, along with the very delicate things from Rach and Bella and from Chapter 1, I think will turn out just fine. Okay. I did do that right? Yes, okay. And still, I'm over the edge. I don't know. I think what it is my printers, oddly enough, both of them do not print straight. They both grab the paper a little off. So they don't print perfectly straight, I don't think. And when I try to cut along, no, I don't want to do it on there because that's just harder to flip. When I try to cut along on the edge of the printed area, it's not necessarily straight. So I'm a little, you know, a little rhombus somehow. And then when I go to put it on something that is straight, there's always an edge that's hanging. Or actually two edges that are hanging most of the time. So, or some of the time, depending on how I'm putting it on. Excuse me. So yeah, and I didn't want that anyway, so. Okay, so let's get this guy on in here. And I'm going as best as I can right up to the edge. Right square up to the edge is what I'm doing. I just want to get this off because it's going to stick to whatever I put it on, and I don't want to do that. I'm cutting it away, but I want to get the extra off. So let's try to do that there. Okay. I have yet to flip this mat over. It is my plan. But I have so much stuff on my desk that I'm trying, like I said, I just did not have it in me to come downstairs and get anything done. So this week, and I just, I'm feeling better today. I'm feeling less tired. I don't sleep that well to begin with, but this has been even harder to try to sleep because I wake up in the middle of the night just coughing horrendously, and several times in the middle of the night. And so I'm up sometimes, and not that I don't wake up every hour and a half or 2 hours. On most nights when I sleep, I do that. But usually I just kind of reposition myself. I roll over, I go back to sleep. But I'm waking up and I'm coughing and getting rid of all of the stuff that's just kind of collecting while I'm sleeping. And it's exhausting. And I'll tell you what, the coughing can be so strong and so fitful. There are times when I'm coughing so hard, and I have found that it actually hurts my bad eye, because that eye has scleral buckle. And I had explained this once before. If this is your eye, okay, it's round, they go in and they actually take the eye kind of out of the socket, and they put a buckle around and they pull it tight in an effort to try to get my retina to stay. They were applying pressure from the outside. Well, that buckle is still on. There was no need to go in and take it off. I suppose they can, but they didn't. And I guess when I'm coughing like that and I have that pressure, it's not fun. Needless to say. So I am going to go here. I'm going to go right here with this one, just like I did on the other. Try to get this over here. So, yeah, so there were times when that was quite painful, and I couldn't stop the coughing, and I'd be awake sometimes coughing for you know, a half an hour, 45 minutes, and just really, really exhausted. And yeah, it's been a rough week. So, but I am feeling better. It will take a little while for my voice to come back completely. But like I said, I was kind of due. It didn't happen to me this previous winter, so I kind of knew it was going to be coming. I'm going to do a very good job cutting that. I can see that from here. It's because I'm trying to go fast. But anyway, okay, now I put that down. Where's my mark? Ah, here it is. I think. I hope. So, this is what we're going to do here. Let's try to get this as together as I can tonight. In this, whoops, I just knocked my ruler down. All right, make sure I've got the right one on the right side. And my dryer's done. It's gonna have to wait. Yeah, I'll be trimming again, but that's okay. Clean this up a little bit. And so anyway, that is the story of where I've been and what's been going on with me this last week. Now that being said, for those of you who have been following me, particularly this last year, you know that I've had issues with my eye, and you know that I have a history of getting diverticulitis. I had a few episodes from 2020 into last year. Right now, I seem to have calmed down a wee bit anyway, and which is good. But I've been having other issues that were starting to concern me in the way that I keep seeming to get something. I keep seeming to be having a health issue, a health problem. There's my little white guy. Well, here, I'll get a new one. Oh, there it is. But I'll get a new one anyway. That one's looking pretty scary. So, with what was happening with getting the diverticulitis several times within 8 months, I had 3 episodes that put me in the emergency room 3 times in 8 months. I no sooner get past that, and then I have the eye issue. Then I'm still healing from that, and I had got COVID and my kidney issue, and ended up in the hospital with that. In the interim, I've never had very thick hair, but I had more hair, and lately I've been losing a lot of hair, and I was concerned over that. They did blood work looking for anything like a thyroid issue that might be causing it. My blood was fine. My normal things, my potassium is regularly low, so I have to keep an eye on that and try to eat foods that are high in potassium, and I take a supplement as well. And then the other thing is I have my triglycerides are high. My bad cholesterol, of course, is too high. But both taken into consideration, I'm still under 200, so they don't put me on medication. But those are typical for me. That's my usual blood work. My sugar was fine. My thyroid was fine. Anything else, everything came out fine. So my concern was that I could be developing something else. So they wanted me to go to a neurologist to rule out MS. Well, the good news is I went to the neurologist last week. He did do a preliminary exam on me, and he said, though I do have some conditions that people with MS might have, he felt I didn't have MS because there were certain things, muscle strength and certain other things, that he felt were fine. So he really didn't think that I had it, which was good news. However, the problems I've been having with my hands, he says I have carpal tunnel in both of my hands. And he felt that the right hand would probably require surgery. Well, I don't want another surgery. I've had about 8 surgeries in my life, and I don't care to have any more if I can help it. So I have to go to have an EMG done to determine just what the issue is exactly, and how much damage there may be, and whether or not that confirms surgery on my right hand. I'm hoping not. I have trouble with my hands, but as you can see right now, they don't hurt that much. I thought carpal tunnel would be something that would hurt all the time, and you kind of, wouldn't get like a reprieve from it at all, but apparently not. But I do have trouble. There's times when I can't do this. I can't bring right now that thumb is hurting a little bit. There's times when I can't hold a pen. I can't write. I can't put deodorant on. I can't wash myself because I can't squeeze a sponge or a washcloth or, whatever, to hold on to it. Brushing my teeth can be a problem. Anything that requires me to hold anything in my hand. But then there's times when it doesn't bother me at all, or basically not at all, that I can function and really don't think that much about it. So I don't know. I'm hoping that they'll find that perhaps if I just wear a brace, which I'm supposed to go get one, and I haven't gotten one yet. Shame on me. But if I would just go get a brace and wear that, he says, particularly at night. Yeah, I'm thinking that I would like to cover that a little bit. So I think I'll make that the front cover. Let me just put this over here and get rid of that. Okay, and you are right side up. That's good. I can cover some of that. So that's going to go like that. Okay, and I can see, again, how poorly I am cutting this, or trimming this, I should say. So anyway, so yeah, the good news seems to be that there is no MS is not the issue. Why I'm losing my hair, I'm not sure. I am down for a sleep study. According to my primary care doctor, he says that could be a thing as well. So that could be causing a lot of my issues. My teeth were breaking. Apparently they feel that I have a lot of anxiety. So I am going to do my best to try to address some of these things and hopefully get well. Because I'm kind of tired of living this way, to tell you the truth. So I am going to let this go ahead and be a little longer. Just going to tear this back here. Okay, and I only need 3 strips. So I'm going to go here and trying to eyeball it. Probably a little off screen for you guys. Okay, there, and there, and come on, there, beauty. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull out some of these guys. some of these guys. So, so that is, I'm going to leave the selvage part on because it's already frayed. So I'm just going to let that go. I'm not going to worry about cutting it off and trying to refray it. That's a word, refray. But anyway, so we have that. And I may go back after I put these on and maybe distress them a little bit. Again, I wanted to try to keep it a little more delicate and light. As it looks, I think, more in tune with the papers, excuse me, that I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead. And I was thinking about sewing this, but it would take me more time. And like I said, I'm trying to make sure I make this about even here. I'm trying to, and I don't mind if it gets like a little gluey looking. It's, again, just, that's okay. That's not going to bother me. But I'm just trying to get this done as quickly as I can. So what I'm going to do is put this together. Let me check my time. Okay. Not sure how much more I will do on this video. And I do just want to leave a little bit of a gap because I am going to, and that I probably, and I don't know that I'll probably machine stitch it in, or maybe I will do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do that. Okay, let me get this and clean up this glue a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to go on over here. This is the, okay, that goes that way, and then this one is going to go this way. Actually, I only needed 2 of those strips, didn't I? Okay, that's right side up. Let's go ahead and glue this one down. And I will go ahead and put glue on this one, but I will wait to put it on until, oops, get that little fella off of there. Get a different one here. I like that one better. And we'll go ahead and put that on about halfway. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and flip that one over and put that one here and leave myself a little space for sewing in a signature. Okay. And that one's going to go there. So this is what we'll have, like so. All right. So that's what we will have. And I might cut these a little shorter, but I'm not too worried about that. Again, right now, get rid of some of this glue off of this mat. Okay. So we have that. So it'll open like this, and then like this, and then this way, and this way. And I don't know if you can see, and this is okay, that this is wider than this, which is why I closed it while it was still wet, because this is going to have to go here, and then this is going to have to go here. And we have to make sure that we leave some room. And I don't mind, so it'll close a little bit. And it will get a little puffy, which is all right too. As a matter of fact, I think, let me pull this out a little bit more if I can. It's going a little, but not a lot. All right, and this one as well. Pull that way. Actually, I guess I could leave it like that. I'm trying to be careful not to hurt my wrists in the process. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do pockets. And we're going to put the pockets here and here. So I'm going to get myself... Actually, I think I might do that in another... video. I may do this in a few parts because I don't have that stuff ready yet. So I think what I'm going to do right now is let this go to the side, and I'm going to stop this video here, and I'm going to get more stuff ready, and I will do another part to this video, and we'll get the pockets ready, and then in another video we'll do some of the tags, and I will probably just go ahead and sew in the paper. Off camera you can see my blue nails. But I'll sew the paper in off camera, so that'll be done when we get back in the next video. So that's it for right now. So that's the end of part 1, guys. I will get more stuff together and I will do part 2. This is Thursday, so this video will probably go up. I don't know why my camera's crooked again. Let's just go ahead with that. I didn't think I hit it, but I must have. So this will be up on Saturday, which is the 16th of April. And I'll probably just put all 3 just up back to back and just have it done with there. So that's it for right now, guys. I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, be safe, be happy, be blessed, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.